the composition part, we are continuing with the letter writing. In the last lecture, we have seen the format of letter writing, formal and informal. So I have told you that in next session we are going to have example, right? Format we know, have to write, where to write we know, but then we have to see how body of letter writing should be written, then how we have to give salutation. If any other topic has been given, how you will represent yourself, right? So there are so many examples we are going to write in this session. Right now, in today's task will be that whatever the examples we will have in this session, that you have to understand, and according to the same, to the similar topic, you have to write one letter writing. Right? In last session I have given you. So in today's session also I will give you one topic of letter writing that you have to write in your own words. Right? So letter writing is very important. In 10th standard also we are going to have the same grammar topic, and board examination also we will have this. Right? So let us have today examples of letter writing, that is informal and formal both. So students, let's have first of all formal letter writing. As we have discussed in last lecture, the format of formal letter writing and informal letter writing. So we know that at left side top of the corner there will be sender's address. It means who the person is writing letter, right? His or her address will be at top of corner left side. So here the address is B24/76 Geeta Colony, Rajkot. So from this address the person is writing letter. After that we have to mention date. In the last session we have discussed about how to write date, right? So we know that date we have to write in number. After that we have to write month's full name. After that year, which year going on, 2020, right? So 20th January 2020, the date we have to write according to this format. After that, to whom we want to send the letter. As it is formal letter, so we are writing formal letters to officers, to any institutions, right, to any newspapers, office. So those are the institutes, right, where we have to send, we have to write formal letter. So this person is writing letter to the editor, National Daily at Rajkot. So this is receiver's address. First of all we have to write sender's address, then date, on which date we are writing letter, that the same date we have to write, and after that the person who will receive letter, right, that person's address we have to write after date, right, after date. After that we have to mention subject, waterlogging in the locality. So in formal letter writing, right, don't get confused, I'm just saying in formal letter writing, mentioning of subject, it is compulsory, right? Formal letter writing, in that we have to mention subject. So subject should be very sweet and short, right? So according to the subject, anyone would be able to identify that regarding what topic the letter has been written. After that we have to give salutation. So previously we were used to write respected ma'am, respected sir, dear sir, and that, but in formal letter writing we can mention directly sir or ma'am. Here we have kept it is slash, so whatever, right, we don't know who is the editor, it can be ma'am and it can be sir, so we have written both. So after sir and madam you have to put comma, right? Now as we have discussed previously that body of letter is divided into 3 paragraphs, right? That the same you are able to see now very clearly. We know that first paragraph is introduction of letter, second paragraph main body structure, in which we have to discuss about why we have written the letter, and last paragraph is conclusion, right? So as we will read, we will discuss and we will understand. Through the weekly column of your esteemed newspaper, I want to bring it to the kind notice of municipal corporation that the local resident of our area are facing a lot of difficulties from the past few weeks because of waterlogging. So here in the first paragraph, the introduction of the subject has been given, right? That to whom you are writing, we are writing letter. So what is the subject and what kind of difficulties we are having? So we have to introduce here. So through the weekly column of your esteemed newspaper, I want to bring it to the kind notice of municipal corporation that the local resident of our area are facing a lot of difficulties, right? So here the writer of the letter has just given introduction regarding the problem. Which problem they are having? Waterlogging in the locality, right? So this is very important for us to introduce the problem in the first paragraph. After that, now the writer of the letter is just giving in a main paragraph the information, basic information, right, about the same, that keeping in a view the upcoming monsoon season, the situation is expected to get worse, right? So in other season, if there is a waterlogging, that problem of waterlogging is there in the locality, so we can imagine that how it would be so much difficult in the monsoon season. So here the writer of the letter, we know that we can see yours truly Rajesh Sharma. So Rajesh Sharma is writing letter. So he is telling that in a view of upcoming monsoon season, it is very difficult to explain you that how the situations are going to be very worst. Due to the logging, not only has the water supply been disrupted, but the stagnant water has also become a breeding ground for mosquitoes, which is leading to many fatal diseases. And we know that because of the waterlogging, the stagnant water, it means, right, it is not flowing water. So that water is also now going to be breeding ground for mosquitoes. We know that if there would be a stagnant water, we know that mosquitoes can breed there, right? So now with the waterlogging, which kind of other problems are also arising, that the writer, it means Rajesh Sharma, is just describing. Even after submitting multiple requests, municipal authorities have paid no heed to our complaints. So here the Rajesh Sharma is just describing, right, telling to newspapers editor, right? Generally we have seen such kind of news in many kind of newspapers, that if you are just complaining to municipal corporation, they are not paying attention, then they are just you are just going to newspapers editor or there at the office, or you are writing such a letter. So right, officers of government, municipal corporation, they can give more attention, right? That's why only we are having the facilities, right? That's why only we are telling that news channels and newspapers are working for the people, right? Problems of people. Now we are going for the last paragraph, that is conclusion paragraph. So in middle paragraph, the person has explained each and everything regarding the topic, regarding the problem. Hence, through this letter, I would like to draw your attention to this issue. Hopefully, through your paper, our problems will be addressed by the concerned authorities and our matter will be solved as early as possible. So in conclusion, what we are supposed to write? We have to write such sentences like that we are hoping that you would complete, or you would just do needful for the same, right? So here what we want from the editor, we want from editor that if they will just include this matter in the newspaper, So by that, the authorities will get attention to this issue and they will just try to solve this problem as soon as possible. Right, after that we have right thanking you, and after that yours truly Rajesh Sharma. And if we have discussed in the format also that if you are having designation, then you have to write designation at end of that, right? Yours truly, right? We can write yours faithfully, such like that, and after that name of person who is writing the letter, and after that President Geeta Colony. So this is how we are supposed to write. This is how we are supposed to write the formal letter, right? I hope that by this example you have completed understanding of formal letter writing. Yes, so in next example in the same lecture we are going to see what and how we will write informal letter writing. So let's have informal letter writing. Yes student, now we are going to have informal letter writing. So as we have discussed earlier also, that at left side top of the corner we have to write sender's address, right? Almost things are similar to formal letter writing. Changes we have discussed whenever we were discussing format of letter writing and informal letter writing. Right now, previously we have seen example of formal letter writing. This is the example of informal letter writing. In that, sender's address as it is, date as it is 28th January 2020. Again I'm giving you reminder that month name we have to write in a full length. After that, subject we don't have to mention, and receiver's address we are not supposed to mention. Here you can see directly we have given salutation. So after sender's address, then date, and then directly we have to write salutation. Right, keep in your mind that in informal letter writing we will not write receiver's address and we will not write subject. Right, salutation always we are just having with dear. So here dear Himanshu. After that, again the body of letter is divided into 3 paragraphs. First is introduction, second is main part, and third is conclusion. Now first paragraph starts with how are you? I hope you are in the pink of your health when this reaches to you. Mother and father are doing well these days. How are uncle and aunt there? I hope that they are saying the boat of good health as well. So here it is a sailing the boat of good health as well. So here the person who is writing the letter, so we know that we can directly see at the last your affectionately Anusha. So here who is writing? Anusha is writing the letter. So here she is asking to Himanshu that my parents are good. What about yours? It means obviously she need to say uncle and aunt. So here we are asking for the health. We are just informing regarding our health that we are also good. You also will be good. And we would be asking regarding the health, and that this will be in the introduction. After that, the main paragraph, right, regarding the main topic, because here we are not having subject. So all the details must be given in middle paragraph. As summer breaks are approaching, I am hoping that we can go for a summer camp together. The camp is in Rishikesh and many of my friends will be accompanying me as well. So here Anusha is just telling the details about the summer camp, right, to Himanshu, that if he want to join. The duration of the camp is 2 nights and 3 days, and it includes a lot of activities like bungee jumping, river rafting, river crossing, etc. There will be DJ nights along with a bonfire. So here which kind of activity they are going to do, right, what is the time duration, and how many of friends and who the people are going to join, that each and every detail she has given. We will also go for sightseeing in the city. to add a cherry on the cake, we will also go for trekking. So here she has used one phrase also, that to add cherry on the cake. We know that we all used to have cakes on the occasion, on the celebration. So to add cherry, it means in like adding something extra, right? The same thing, summer planning, summer camp is wonderful, but to add something more wonderful in that we will also go for trekking. I hope that you are equally excited. Now, this is the conclusion paragraph. I hope you are equally excited about this camp as I am. Looking forward to spending this summer vacation with you. Eagerly waiting for your reply. Pay my regards to uncle and aunt and give my love to Neha. So, this all the things we have to include in conclusion paragraph, right? That hoping for your response, right? Waiting for your response, that also we have to add. And whatever the other family members are there, we have to take a names if we know, and we have to give our regards to the particular one. Next is your affectionately Anusha. Here we can write yours lovingly Anusha, or whatever we want to put a closure of that. So I hope that now this is the informal letter writings example and you have cleared it very well, right? So by this you have understood the differences of formal letter writing and informal letter writing, right? So this was the example of informal letter writing. Okay, fine students. So now today we have seen example of formal letter writing and informal letter writing both, and I hope that you have cleared the concept of both formal letter writing and informal letter writing, right? So you have to do practice for the same. So we'll see you in the next session. Goodbye, take care, have a nice day.
आभार।